OBS stream. Okay, that's starting. Let's see if YouTube's receiving it. YouTube's not getting image. Wait. Okay, there we go. Alright. Fucking YouTube changed things. Okay, I guess we're live already. Hi guys!
That jump in energy.
Yeah, we're jumping right in, because YouTube changed the way that their studio layout works. Thank you, YouTube. We hate you. Hi, Susan. This is Cabal's unofficial Wave the Wicked campaign. I'm your GM Virgin Agent. I am joined by Grave playing Crom.
Hello, everybody.
Corinne playing Abner Thistlewick.
Bienvenidos.
Tim Poole playing Ragnar Corgeson.
Hi, I would just like to mention that Cabal does not actually endorse anything that is said in this stream.
Good man. Wes, while leaving, I know you already said this. I'm having my own boomer moments today.
Why living? Hello.
Yes, playing Cranston. And Clever Duck playing it's retarded duck. It's a banned word on YouTube, and I'm using your old name, Drago the Deplorable.
Man, how are you gonna dead name me?
Oh my god.
Yes, we're not very.
Oh no, I know. I was just thinking we should maybe just shorten his name to just our duck. Then we know he becomes our duck.
Communists redistributing everything.
Redistributing the duck.
Alright, last session we completed the actual first part of the game. Congrats. Round of applause for everybody. Branderscar Prison. You guys escaped there in the first fucking episode of the game, and you came back and you fucked shit up.
Yep.
And now you wheelbarrow back a bunch of loot with your new friend Harambe, who praises Jeb.
Yes, we also introduced the power of Jeb to the poor little, excuse me, an evil heretical creature of the swamp.
Yes. You met the very ill-reputed Lash Tongue that was supposed to kill you while you guys were traversing the moors at night, but I said no, that would be a terrible, terrible way to end session 1. So here we are now. You guys have actually returned to that manor house that you've seen at the last of episode 1.
All right.
Mm-hmm. And currently we can't see anything.
Is our friend Theodora there?
You can't see anything, guys?
Nope. It's just a black screen.
Oh, let's see. I swear I didn't have fog on for this one. But, oh, yep, it's enabled, so. Alright, now can you see things?
Ooh. Yep.
Oh, very nice.
Fancy mansion.
Yes, I have it at this screen because for a bit of this session, it's going to be mostly roleplay. Less rolling dice and more talking to NPCs.
Nice break of pace.
Yes, pretty much. Alright, let's begin.
Is our ogre friend with us?
Yes, he's with you. And so is Jeb. Always.
Praise Jeb.
I'm just wondering if the ogre can actually fit in any of the doors without ripping them off their hinges or breaking shit.
Who knows? The tile set's supposed to be 10-foot increments rather than the standard D&D fare 5-foot increments, so all the models look larger than the actual props that are supposed to be on the map. Anyway,
Okay.
He does the side shoulder thing.
Yes. Uh, like a couch that you're trying to fit, you have to wiggle him in a little. Anyway, at the door to the manor house, you are met by Theodora. Let me get that woman on stream. She no longer is dressed in mourning clothes that she was on the day of your escape. She's eerily wearing a diaphanous white gown, looking angelic despite her most likely origins. When she speaks to you, she is now harsh and pitiless in tone. It took you long enough, dearest.
Took us long enough.
It literally took us like 3 hours. Well,
Actually,
we did
it
sleep.
was
We did
more
sleep.
than 3 hours that you've been gone.
We did sleep. So yeah.
I mean, you're complaining about how long it took us, but we had to go back and take a nap while we were there.
Are you saying this in character?
Yes. Yes, I am.
The road to righteousness is neither short nor easy.
Lady, we crushed the royalists in a day.
The Talon,
There,
the Talon Guard people never rest, so neither should you. However, you are mortal beings, so I'll leave an exception. And it seems like you've found someone. Who are your friends here? She looks, of course, to the ogre and Drago.
I'm Drago the Deplorable.
Quaint. I don't want to voice Grumblejack.
Use your normal voice. It'll be fine.
No, I have to.
Oh, you should get a voice changer or something for that. That'd be fun.
Stop.
Grumblejack.
Stop layering on tech I need to learn.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Oi, is Grumblejack. I come with the Umis. Theodora just nods her head. Yes. She doesn't seem to care much for the ogre dialect at all. Well, it seems like you now are more enough and qualified to meet the master, but before that, you must be made presentable. Slaves, she calls out into the house, then clapping her hands. Within moments, dozen young, attractive men and women wearing traditional servants' livery appear. These weren't here last time, so you might be a little confused by their sudden presence, considering the house is nearly abandoned on the first floor since you last came. She addresses...
I am going to completely go with this.
I will eagerly follow the young women.
Ragnar is going to say it. This is the just fate of those who work against the revolution.
Are any of them thick, Mexican? Preferably like a maid or something.
Well, this is a fantasy world. There are no Mexicans.
And to hell with you.
Alright, she commands imperiously, see them to their rooms. I want them cleaned, dressed, and refreshed. Quickly. There's something in that last word that sounds like a threat, and certainly slaves take it that way. They hustle and guide you in, seeing that you don't track mud on the floor after you've gone through the swamps. You want to make sense motive checks?
Sure.
I'm just assuming that the motive is justly for the cause.
I'm not going to question
Oh,
fortune.
Jesus Christ,
He's
Duck.
dead. He's
Conversing
flatlined.
with Jeb.
Get the crash caught.
Okay, so Crom, that's a little bit suspicious. Also, Abner. You notice that these slaves, like the sergeant, or well, much earlier, uh, are charmed or enthralled in some way. But these lot seem to be contaminated by such magic being used frequently on them, so they're more or less permanently so. They're not under any magic effect as they are, but they still act in such a way.
Doc, your microphone is not working at all.
Oh.
If you're speaking right now, oh, there we go.
Okay.
Was his microphone ducking?
Yeah, I have to lean at a very awkward angle.
Oof.
I think we have
To-
found our techno barbarian.
Yeah.
Audio issues have to happen on the stream. It is tradition, and we thank Duck for being the sacrifice.
It is also required.
It is our blessing
being a
and
little
curse.
being a little suspicious of them, just instantly trying to scrub mud or whatnot off of the carpet as we drag it in. I will use prestidigitation to keep the carpet clean as we go.
They're somewhat fearful as a reaction of anyone casting a magic spell, but they don't act out in any way, shape, or form.
Even if it terrifies them, I don't care. I don't want them blocking my way if I decide to turn around.
Though they are immediately, the men are kneeling to clean your boots. The women are guiding each of you men by the hand inside. Theodora stops Grumble Jack and takes him aside for a moment with a female and male pair of slaves. It appears he's getting his own room from the distance that you can hear the conversation at. You're brought to your
She
rooms.
just doesn't want him in the house.
Sure, let's go with that. You're brought to your rooms. The accommodations are comfortable, and the slaves are mostly silent. Instead of the just one hodgepodge room you had earlier, you have a room to your own each. It seems like the house was changed in some way since you were last here. Apparently, there was some preparation that needed to be done that you were not. That you're way too early to run across. Inside your rooms, there's a fresh change of clothes, perfectly sized up to your profile if you got like a fitted suit for this.
Oh, wow.
So, do each of these rooms have their own, bathroom or whatnot, or tub?
I think they all have their equivalent of a privy, which would be like a little bowl underneath your bedside, if I'm remembering.
Oh no, I was just going to instruct them to bathe me.
Yes, there's bathing equipment, and they will do so. There's someone that's entered in the party, is there not?
It was Grumblejack that
Grumblejack's injured, Abner's injured, and Ragnar's injured.
Yeah.
They see your wounds, and they know you're in pain of some sort. They bring out a decanter of wine to each of the injured persons. at a look at the wine, it's velvety red in color, but there's inside it's mixed with healing herbs. It looks like. You have 6 charges of basically Cure Light Wounds potion to distribute among each of you for healing, if you so wish.
Oh, is this wine?
Yes, well, it's herbal wine.
I'll take a sip of that. One of them,
All right,
just
so
straight away.
1d8 plus 1.
Also, I've had a lot of drink already.
It's been yeah, you haven't slept it off yet, so let's see. This
Nope.
would be like your
Did have to walk back, but yeah.
Yeah, so maybe that's my third or fourth.
I'll wait till your next drink to start rolling fortitude again.
All right.
All right, Corinne, do you want to drink some healing wine?
Is it sanctified? Is it blessed? Or is it obviously demonic wine?
It is not obviously demonic. It's more of herbal remedy.
Sure, why not? As long as it's not haram.
It doesn't smell like blood, so you're certain it's not too haram. All right, as the decanter of wine is being emptied and distributed among your number, you also receive, thank you, a platter of hot, delicious food and fresh water.
I think we
Virgil
lost
cut
Bert.
out.
Sorry.
And audio drops again.
All right, let's see. Is my audio working now?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's working
Okay.
all right now.
You each get a platter of hot food and fresh, clean water. I hope I was heard
Nice.
that time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, guess who's gorging themselves?
The guy that had plenty of bread at the fucking
Exactly.
I insist that I be bathed and that I am accompanied by one of the members of the slaves, so for emotional support while I bathe. Just
man
so-
or woman?
We're doing the same thing.
Doesn't matter.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I think we all had the same idea.
You see the ordeal was very taxing. I'm gonna need at least
each
four
of you
slaves
have
to help me.
Each of you have well, 2 servants each, so there's
Ooh.
10 total slaves for you to abuse as you whim.
Oh,
Fair
just
enough.
2? All right.
Just 2.
Well, after a thorough cleaning and pumping, I'll go get some food.
Cleaning up. I'm gonna bring the food with me to my bath, and it's especially the drink.
Drink
Now
and eat in the
that's
bath. Yeah.
now that's
Mhm.
just unsanitary with what I did in that bath.
I am a communist. Unsanitary is my middle name.
I thought starvation
Yeah.
was your middle name.
Well,
He's got
No,
a lot
no,
of
no.
middle names.
no, starvation is for others, not for me.
As far as the food available, please, is it just like normal spread, or is there a decent helping of meat?
There is decent helpings of meat and veg in
I
equal
will
number.
only eat meat.
Okay.
Hmm.
Second, doing something in the background. Probably should have prepared this, but I don't do that. Okay. All right, there we go. Yep. All right, prepared for soon. All right, so after your preparations, obviously heretical wine didn't say female, whatever. After your preparations, Theodore comes to visit all of you. She says, "The master will meet you now."
Yeah, right.
So if you're gorging yourself post or during bath,
I made sure to take some time and the traveling clothes that I was wearing previously and any armor I was wearing, along with all of the stuff that was in my backpack, has been meticulously taken out and organized so that everything, like the bath was a relatively quick and efficient one, but
with
the
two
majority of
slaves.
that was I said that in public, but in private I was very just leave me alone. I cleaned myself. I had them stand off in the corner, not bothering me, and I made sure to meticulously lay out everything that was in my backpack and then reorganize it to make sure that I have everything that I intended to have.
Making a
Is
point to
there
organize. What a nerd.
is there anything missing from my possessions?
There's no hole in the backpack, so no, nothing tumbled out.
All right. So yeah, I just make sure that everything is organized very efficiently, and then the clothes that are given to me, is it like high quality and whatnot?
They're pretty high quality for normal fare. Like what you're wearing, well, before your bath was traveler's clothes or even the soldier's clothes, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely an improvement over the sergeant's clothes.
Yeah. Well,
You had a
I had
scar.
my I had the traveler's clothes. I had the leather the leather chest piece, and I had the sergeant's tabard on top of that. But I have all of that off now, and I make sure to wear the clothing that's given to me very aloof. Like
Yeah, it's
the
black.
top button is what?
It's like a black velvet tunic with dark gray traveler's breeches, cuffed black leather.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
I make sure that the tightening collar is very aloof and hanging down, and I strap on the dagger on one side
Oh
on
my.
one side of my belt, and the whip on the other side is laced through.
I have to be careful every time you say strap on, by the way.
Yeah.
Mr. Yes, sexual. Uh,
So I do have a question real quick. I had a flask of rot gut whiskey. Can I replace the rot gut with the healing herb wine that was given to us?
Oh, you got Rutgut whiskey?
the
I
communist wants to
can pour it
redistribute
out in a
some of
mug
that.
for you.
Oh, yeah, I could always have another round.
Yeah, so I was just wondering if I could do that.
Uh, yeah, I guess you can steal some of that herbal wine. Get yourself another Cure Light Wounds potion on the side. Is it just me or was the audio funky?
And
Let me exit out and then back into Discord because my audio's being weird. All right, try me now.
Oh, God.
It's gonna kind of sound bad because for whatever reason I have low bars.
Um,
Yeah. So-
and silence.
Oh,
Oh,
there we go. Now the sound's better.
All right.
All right, can you hear me properly again? All right, good.
More or less.
More or less good enough for me. Yeah, OBS is showing properly. All right, so you had a question, or are we good to go?
I guess my question was just how long until I'm blackout drunk?
Are you taking a drink of that rock gut?
Yep.
All right, then roll fortitude save.
All right.
You are not blackout drunk.
Nice.
You're not even drunk.
What the fuck?
It's really hard to get drunk in Pathfinder,
Interesting.
but you're trying your hardest, so
Oh God, yes.
you'll get there one of these days.
Even though he doesn't need the healing properties of the wine, Drago drinks quite a bit of it to just to drink.
There's 3 charges of that decanter left, so if anyone needs or if anyone wants to drink, now's the time.
Yeah.
Anybody else need a healing, or else I'm gonna
is
take a
everybody
break?
all healed up? Because after everybody's healed up, I'll start drinking.
I'm still 1 HP down from max.
Well, they're all right.
Then roll your d8 plus 1.
Is that really gonna be necessary?
I mean, I think
I
the
don't
plus 1 gets you there.
Yeah. I mean, the minimum amount of healing with a 1d8 is 1. So
Yeah. All right. Anyway, that being done, Theodore leads you all upstairs to Yes.
Yeah, sorry, no, I just stifled the sneeze.
Great job stifling. She leads you upstairs to a beautifully appointed office, richly decorated with dark wood and sumptuous brocade tapestry. Sitting in a leather high-back chair is a devilishly handsome fellow with polished bald head and a thin black goatee who smiles as you enter. And let me put that visual on screen with a nice red curtain. Apologies to the players that can't see this.
I can't see this.
That's why I
cannot
apologized.
see this.
Oh, I thought you were. Oh, okay.
Is it
I
in,
can post it in the YouTube, not the YouTube, the or Discord chat. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm handling a lot of shit over here.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
God damn.
Very
It's
nice.
almost like almost like this dude is evil or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He gives you one clap and he begins speaking. believe you'd be the first to ever escape from Branderskar prison. And a
Well,
second
there's a first time for everything.
and a second time at that, with greater spoils. Well done. Of course, you had help from the outside, he says with a wicked smile, glancing over at Theodora. But
Well,
enough with
there's a
the...
first. Yeah, okay, yeah, go ahead.
You can go.
I apologize. I
Amazing.
thought we were having a conversation.
He's monologuing.
It's an evil monologue. You know how this goes.
Yeah, Wes, you do it all the time. But enough of the pleasantries. You must be curious why I've helped you. Rest assured, this is no random act of altruism. I have brought you here for a reason. My title is
So-
Cardinal, and my name is Adrastus Thorn. I am the last high priest of Asmodeus left on the Isle of Talengard. Once the Prince of Nessus was highly revered alongside the other great powers. Now the King of Talengard has become a puppet to the Mitrian fanatics who wish to destroy any religion that does not bow to their insipid sun god. A falsehood to the greater pantheon of the world. You had something you wanted to interject there, Grave?
Yeah, I just shut up and let him keep talking. That's it.
I'm just going to
Asmodeus.
fume visibly at this point.
Asmodeus, never heard of her.
Of course, for the despair of Corinne, this guy is visibly wielding not wielding, equipping or has equipped a golden symbol Asmodeus, and of course, as you can see in the image I provided, it's woven into his robes.
Heresy intensifies.
Oh gosh, are we gonna have an exploding Corinne on our hands?
Maybe.
And I'm going to say, well, your assistance has been much appreciated in escaping Branderskar. But how do we know Asmodeus is truly your patron, or even who you are? You've offered us nothing other than a symbol and some assistance. But the prison is now empty. If you would like it, it's yours.
I still don't even know who the hell this Asmodeus is.
Truth be told, I don't care as long as he helps me.
The Mitrians, for their blasphemy, I will see these same people who imprisoned you and condemned you to suffer, punished. To have those
How so?
blind royalty that kneel to false gods in positions of power is nothing I would want, and unlikely anything you kind would want. They justify every act as one of compassion while turning their gaze away to the corruption and apathy found within their system. I understand what you went through, for I have faced it myself. With that, he pulls down a sleeve of his robe and reveals his own runic F brand upon his arm.
I'll just interject and say, I thought you said we were the first ones to escape Branderskar. Was that a lie?
You are the first to escape Branderskar, but there are many other prisons in the country. And
Going
there are
to
many
sense
other
motive
places.
to see if he's lying to me. But continue.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Yes, there are many other prisons in the country. He's not lying.
Then why is Branderskar special?
Hold on your horses.
I think Branderskar is the where they send the worst of the worst.
They don't call me deplorable for nothing.
Oh gosh.
Well, someone calls half of the country deplorable for nothing, so.
Well,
No, that's because they're all racist, sexist, bigot, homophobes.
Yes, thank you.
Not a politics
Please.
stream. Not a politics stream. All right.
Please, Archbishop, do continue. Do you have a job for me and my compatriots?
Glad you asked. I'm going to burn Talengard to the ground, and from the ashes I will build a new nation, a worthy nation that knows its rightful master. I cannot do this alone, and I seek assistance worthy of our infernal father's majesty. The question is, have I found proper assistance in you?
Have I found a steady paycheck?
You shall find all that and more. He rises to his feet, and his eyes flash with hellfire and divine purpose. Join me.
I roll my eyes.
Serve me well in this endeavor.
And destroy the systems we can begin anew.
I go, I swear fealty to the money that you pay me.
Capitalist pig.
He looks kind of dejected at the swift interruption, but only to be suppressed by his pride with the swift answer. His tone, somewhat flattened by from before, it continues in equal response to your answers. By the will of Asmodeus, you were given freedom, and by my will, you will grasp power eternal.
Ragnar's just like shaking with excitement.
Let's see, who did not answer?
I will say, I will swear fealty for as long as this remains your goal. Afterwards, I do not bind myself.
And he looks to Abner. And one of you betrayed Mitrian. You who sought to rid your system of its impurities were punished for your efforts, were you not? Speaking to Abner.
God Mitra, and him only shalt thou serve.
Indeed. Of course, there has to be sovereign to the way that things are, and the differences between the ways they should be. Theodora, would you escort this Abner to re-educate himself?
Am I going to the gulag now?
Oh, yeah.
Gulag, gulag, gulag.
This is Ragnar's basically wet dream. We have re-education camps, we have nepotism, overthrowing the government. Yes.
I kind of lean on Drago, and I go, look, there are some of us here who really aren't interested in your eternal struggles of gods and all of that. But if you pay us, we'll do whatever you want.
Grant me vengeance, grant me plunder, and I will fight for you.
Exactly.
One moment.
Give him a second. He's setting up the gulag.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Nice.
While Corinne is being taken and moved to the gulag, I'm going to send one of my souls to trail after.
Will save, Corinne. 19 DC.
Oof.
There is
The
my
fate of-
thingy thing.
The fate of kulaks are seen before us, re-educated into the true faith.
Alright, Corinne, for right now you're charmed. You will hear most everything that Theodora and our Sir Adrastus Thorn here say in a favorable light. You will not be taken away as of yet.
Can I have the interpretation of the charmed being that everything he says about Asmodeus, he says about Mitra instead?
That would make sense.
Kind of. Yes, why not?
Suggestion. You could have it. Could it be that the evil dude just tries to convince Abner that Asmodeus is just another aspect of Mitra. Or something like that.
Well,
You'd have
this
to make
is
a good theological argument that you're something, the usurper god, or the usurpers of the throne. They didn't want to blaspheme the true God, so they had to make something up. But
there will be a
you know.
lengthier theological discussion here a little later in this chapter. So
Okay, well, for now, I'm just pretending he's talking about Mitra, since apparently my wisdom decided to fail me on this one.
As wisdom decides to fail all who stand before Asmodeus.
Yes,
Right.
praise be to Mitra.
Cardinal Thorn claps his hands together with the tacit acceptance. Excellent. Let us make this official. Signing in blood is traditional.
Okay. This escalated quickly, but real quick. Grave has muted himself. Deafened himself. Now he's back, so I think he missed the last part here.
What part did you miss, Mr. Grave?
Just like the past 5 seconds.
Then it's no worry. Signing in blood is traditional. That's essentially what was said. Have to share this with everyone. Yep. Show this handout.
Ooh.
I feel like Wes should have been punished for calling him the Archbishop.
Yeah, it's not. He wants money and he doesn't know what Asmodeus is. So.
It's like going up to the general and calling him Sergeant.
Or going up to the sergeant and calling him sir.
Yeah.
Bishop.
He's Cardinal, which is above Archbishop,
Cardinal,
if I'm not mistaken. So.
No, Archbishop should be above Cardinal, shouldn't it?
Let's find out.
I think Archbishop.
Let's be pedantic about this.
I believe cardinals are above archbishops.
I wouldn't know. So.
I replied with whatever rank he said. I apologize
Cardinal.
if I didn't remember it.
No problem. All right, he brings out a quill, a silver ritual knife, and 2 copies of a contract written on some unidentifiable leather. Though a knowledge planes can actually reveal what type of leather it is, and it's written in dark red ink. Those of you with know-how or an eye for extravagance might say this is ink of powdered garnet mixed with animal blood. And for Crom and Abner Thistlewick, they know this is flayed lemur skin. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's essentially the lowest form of devil kind. So you're signing on skinned devil leather.
Drago looks at the contract and he just kind of like turns it around, turns it upside down. He's like, "I can't read this.
I'll read it.
Don't
to
know
you,
how
buddy.
to read."
Oh,
don't worry. I'll read it to you.
Okay.
nice.
So Drago and I kind of go off in a little corner, and I kind of read it out to him.
My character doesn't even bother reading it, and states only the blood of martyrs can seal pacts of this magnitude.
So how does Abner perceive this? Since he's charmed to hear everything favorably, but here's a piece of devil, sign it.
Well, maybe the favorable interpretation would be saying, well, that this is how would a social justice person do this? You're signing, you're damaging the skin of the oppressor to. Oh shit, that would be Tim's language.
Oh hey!
You're damaging the skin of the oppressor to show your faith to Mitra or whatever god you think he's speaking of.
Your pact is is made upon the back of a common foe or something along those lines, maybe.
Yes, the great corruptive evil.
Nice.
Shall be purified through pain and blood.
I mean, this almost sounds a little bit like also both the rule of Sith and the rule of like AI.
Since Drago can't write either, he just makes a cut on the palm of his hand and leaves a big bloody handprint on the contract that was given him.
Do a thumbprint, please. There's not much space.
No, give him a handprint. Just right in the
He'll
middle
be
of the
asked
damn thing.
Guess the
Just
name
too
doesn't
late.
really matter.
It's already a
Smushes it
handprint.
all over the thing. Just a big smush.
Okay, and the rest of you are signing this document, right?
I don't know if I can write or read either.
You can write and read.
You only have to have
okay.
like an intelligence of like 6 or something, I think. 5. I mean, assuming you learn, you speak, so I would think that would mean.
I mean, I'm just like back in like most people in like back in the day couldn't either write or read, so I don't know, but perhaps.
Well, I'm assuming that Drago is illiterate just because he's a barbarian.
Yeah, true. Whatever.
All right.
Sure.
The long and short of it is you're all signing, right?
Well, hold on now. Hold on. Hold on now.
The art of the deal.
So let's talk about this real fast. Can I talk to this this high priest Thorn
Cardinal.
for a minute? Well, it says in the cardinal. Oh, so it's Cardinal
Thorn, the High
Priest
Priest,
of
yeah.
Asmodeus. Yeah. So yeah, I walk up to him as everyone else is talking and deliberating, and I go, Cardinal Thorn, if I may have a word with you.
He crosses his arms and gestures aside. You may.
I don't plan on living in Talongard or Grade or whatever you call this place forever. As this here, these 4 loyalties that this pact speaks of, am I bound to this forever?
Have to make me reread the contract.
Yes.
not
You
long.
shall never be undone.
There can be release conditions.
And what would those conditions be if I were to want to leave this land one day and return to my home?
Our success in purging Talongard of the Mitran foe.
So what you're saying is all I have to do is overthrow an oppressive religious totalitarian government and instate whatever it is that you guys want to instate, and then I can go home.
And be rewarded well for your efforts.
And when I go home, I will no longer be bound to this Asmodeus, and I mean no offense, to you.
None at all.
And I have that in writing.
I just realized I don't even think I can sign this because it says we being of sound mind and free will.
Well, you have the free will to sign it. You just don't have free will to interpret it. That's just like someone that signs a contract without reading it. There's still a free will signing it. They just don't know that they're.
I will file this away later for when I have to argue with Asmodeus for my soul.
I lean into Thorn and I go, look, all right, I'm not stupid. I know what this is. I know what I'm getting myself into. You're
Rolling.
not stupid.
Let's see. He rolled sense motive and said you're full of shit.
Except I'm not.
Wait, I didn't say I signed this yet. Why did you put me down and sign?
What were you doing?
I'm actually reading this.
Just charm Cranston. Just go ahead and charm him too and say, ah, yes, but it'll be great for your glory, and you can go home with riches. And
No, because my only thing is I look him straight in the eyes with 100% certainty, and I go, if you want me to raise every single person who worships the god that you say is wrong, and flay them alive and hang them by their own organs and paint pentagrams all over the place, I'll do it. You're promising me money. That's all I need. And if I need to sign this in order to repay what you did for me, I will. But I want an out when this is done. You understand?
I shall revise the contract for you.
I'm glad we have an understanding.
He gestures to Theodora as if to make note of it.
he could have revised it for Abner. Just said, look, just go kill all the evil matrons you don't want and help me out here, bro. The enemy of my enemy.
I smile wide at Theodora and at Thorn, and I go, I'm glad we came to an understanding. And I kind of wave a hand at him, asking non-verbally what he wants me to refer to him as.
Cardinal Thorn.
Cardinal. And I what is it? Pick my finger and sign or whatever.
Yep.
All right, and I do that.
So I will go speak to the cardinal. I have an issue with the second loyalty piece here. So we do have a problem because what you're asking me to sign would place my loyalty to you over that of my Lord Karan, which has granted me all the powers and abilities that I currently have. This will not be done. How does he respond?
Let's see. No mortal serves man higher than God. A deal can be struck with Quran and Asmodeus. But what serves
That's fine.
But what serves the needs of Asmodeus would also serve the needs of Quran.
I completely agree with that. But there are only 4 pieces within this contract, and it is first loyalty to you, or to Asmodeus, and second to you. That will not work. Second will be to my, the Horseman of Death and the Lord of the Drowned Court. It will not be to you.
I believe you are overthinking this.
Probably am, but it's a contract, and my character has an intelligence of 20.
What does his wisdom say about not signing the contract in the presence of someone who's likely a devil and someone who is of Cardinal Thorn's stature?
Let's see.
Bad idea. Yeah, that's what your wisdom says. Bad idea. For bodily and spiritual purity, bad idea.
The
Yeah,
17th rule of acquisition clearly states a contract is a contract is a contract.
But only among Ferengi.
Shut up.
Oh my god. Out-tracked by someone else? Wes, are you sick today?
Oh no, that's the secret part of it. That's to everyone else. It's just a contract is a contract is a contract, but the second part of it is only amongst Ferengi.
Yeah,
Sounds like a cope.
I'm wondering how the Cardinal here is going to deal with that. I'm not signing a contract with the second loyalty being to him. He's got to insert an entirely new clause for a separate god.
As with your other friend, we shall keep that in mind. We can revise the contract before it is filed away.
All right, and we'll go ahead and take that. What is it? You said he brought out a silver knife and quill or whatnot.
Yep.
And I will go ahead and I will sign it. And right after where I signed it, I will write under protest for future revisions.
And
I have a question.
And that shall be your name in hell. Crom under protest for future revisions.
Perfect.
All right.
So-
Asmodeus. Sorry.
Oh
Go ahead.
shit.
Look, stop.
The charm ability, was it a magical ability?
Yes. Well, the supernatural magic ability.
All right. So what if we just let's read that as Abner's on the horse rounding the hill and he sees the city in the distance and suddenly he's blinded and falls from his horse and the scales fall from his eyes and he just has a miraculous vision from God that TLDR Asmodeus is really Mitra. Just Asmodeus is real Mitra. Everybody else is just a bunch of corrupt, that they overthrew the real church. Would just,
Speed running this, I see. I don't
Yeah,
necessarily
yeah.
mind, but yes.
speed run the theology so we don't have to have a theological argument later down the road. We'll just sign it willingly. Yep.
And that was going to happen after dungeoneering. No drat.
If you had a better way to do it, then we could do it your way. I was just
I
a
know.
thought.
There's no guarantee that that Abner is going to be convinced by my ability to make theological arguments via. Well, it doesn't even need to be in character. It could be done off screen, but
We'll say him and Thorn had an argument long into the night based on this revelation.
all right.
Shall we say, of the charm?
Yep.
He broke the bread and fed 5,000 and all that good stuff and.
Yep. Scales fell from your eyes and all that. All right. Let's see. After the handout has been signed, he takes one. He leaves the PCs, you guys, one copy of the contract and hands the other to Theodora. He says, "Well done. Your first command. Prepare yourselves. Stay within the manor. You are still being hunted by the... it's Talrian? Whatever. The Talrian soldiery. In 3 days, we begin your training."
It's going to be a montage.
Training?
Under the Pact of Thorns, can you edit that just to say Crom under protest for future revision?
Oh, right. Because that's going to be your slave name. I mean, your... Let's see.
Your slave name, change it to Cromex later on.
Yeah, sounds fun.
There, your your family name is now under protest for future revision.
Awesome.
All right, Anyway, let's see. You've been fed, bathed, clothed, and goddamn scroll wheel. All right, in garments more befitting of nobility than prisoners.
Has lots of gold thread, bread,
Uh,
slave work.
yeah. Well, you obtain slaves to work for you, but what follows will be you could do like a nice little role play montage among yourselves. You can talk to Theodora, or we can simply move on to the next session. But you can explore the house if you so desire in this time, depending on how
I'd like to
inquisitive you
talk.
are.
I'd like to talk to Theodora.
I'm gonna try to drink wine with Theodora.
After, of course, leaving the room for the first night, and well, you all have been tired from escaping, so you probably slept for the first night.
Can I have a pair of slaves as just to, keep me warm?
Yes, you can.
Nice.
Same question for Wes. Men or female? Or yes?
Yes, as per usual.
Females, I think, would be the appropriate choice here.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like 2 female slaves as thick as possible, please.
All right. So
Preferably Mexican.
So
Yeah.
Ragnar and Drago are both simps. Glad we got that out of the way.
I'm sorry, what? They're literally slave women. How can I be simping for them?
You want them to share the warm bed you have, simping.
No, I'm not gonna. They're not gonna share the bed with me. They're going to keep it warm for me. There's a big difference there.
Who said I let them sleep in the bed? They sleep at the foot of the bed like a slave should.
Oh man.
All right. So Wes, you're approaching Theodora with let's hope it's queries.
So I approach her and I go, "Hello, dear sister. How are you doing today?"
I suppose I'm doing fair.
Oh, that is good. Yeah, since we're I guess brothers in arms, I kind of ended in a very questioning way. I'm like, well, tell me a bit about yourself. Big smile on my face.
Uh, Coolly, she rather laughs at you for this uh, for this attempt at what she perceives as courtship. But she answers in a cryptic way. I'm a devil, and I've come to do the devil's work.
I raise an eyebrow and I go, "A devil, you say? What is that?"
Oh boy. That's something beyond most mortals' comprehension, and I believe greatly beyond yours.
Oh, well then. Uh, so tell me a bit about this Asmodeus person.
He is our infernal father. All praise and honor be upon him.
Uh-huh. Is he, is he fun at parties, just like everyone else around here?
Why, of course, he is the god of order, so that is interpreted as you will. He is one of the oldest gods in the world. And if I'm, how is it? If I believe I learned correctly, he is not completely foreign to your shores. Your home away from here.
Yes. Uh, I I never, in my youth, I never really concerned myself with bothering with any form of religion or lack thereof, or religion established or not. Uh, that's why I'm genuinely curious at learning more about you, your kind, and Asmodeus, if you will, if I'm saying that right.
Yes, you are saying Asmodeus correctly, and Devil correctly, and all the other words in between.
Well, I I was wondering if I could get a crash course on the whole thing. It's at some point, maybe if not by you, then some other individual that could fill me in more on what I'm going to be dealing with in the future.
I believe one of your companions will be more suitable in the short term to answer your questions, but, well, in the long term to answer your questions. But I suppose I can spare the time to give you a lesson. Uh, let's see, this would probably be going off to dragging your character off to the side, schooling you on a whole bunch of wiki stuff from Asmodeus, but
Sure.
yeah, I don't feel like that'd be fun for players to sit through.
Yeah. If like anything, basically after the session's over, if you want to let me know what, like, if you want to just send me a link to a couple of websites or whatever, what my character would have learned.
Yes, he'll be given a crash course on history and the dogma. Let me just say like a little sentence for all the players to hear and the listeners. Asmodeus believes that the strong should rightfully govern the weak, who in turn owe their masters unwavering obedience. He loves negotiations and contracts, especially those that give one of the parties a distinct hidden advantage over the other. He expects and appreciates flattery, but is never fooled by it, seeing as a negotiation tactic, as well as a duty those in inferior positions owe to their betters. Uh, and in some other interpretations, he is the only full divine in hell, and as a god of old, he is one of the true protractors against disorder. He is heavily upon the order side of the alignment.
Uh, when she talks about order and that type of thing, my eyebrows raise in approval, like genuine approval, and I kind of nod my head and I go, "Yeah, I don't really see anything wrong with that."
All right, now that uh, talk was fast forwarded through. Um, During your 3 days of rest and wondering about the mansion, you receive uh, you receive gifts. A slave approaches each of you in turn, and meekly asking what equipment you require. They're apparently going to take whatever money you have set aside for gear, including about 200 gold extra worth of supply per person. Uh, and Theodora will teleport to town and do something to acquire that.
Hmm.
So this would be a time to distribute well, all the gold that you've obtained up till now, and whatever spare equipment to be sold, and other such things.
I'm going to ask her to sell my tapestry.
You've been holding on to it for so long, and you've got
Yes.
some books. I think you could sell. If you so
I
desired.
did not
That'd be
think
Crom.
Abner and Kron. And or Kron.
And everyone also receives 2 other things: a silver medallion, which is a holy symbol of Asmodeus, worth 25 gold if you could find someone to sell that to, but it is definitely a holy symbol. And a iron circlet. It is a magical item. Probably should have made a handout for this, but whatever. I'll do that now. Handout.
Of Asmodeus is 25 gold pieces, right?
Yep.
Okay. And that is also a holy symbol. All right, so I'll have them go. I'll have them go take the alchemist set and and have them set it up in my room so I can go do some chemical work.
Alright, so you're going to play around with your chemistry set, like a good boy. Corinne's going to have a somewhat crisis of faith while the charm is wearing off. Though, of course, signed an infernal contract, so there's not much to do about now. And that iron circlet I shared with you guys acts like a traditional hat of disguise. And if any of you know what that means, it means that you can touch it, and within a standard action, you can affect yourselves as if under the spell Disguise Self, which is in this nice little compendium we actually have here because it's a core spell.
Nice.
The way that it works will be like it will be like the spell where it doesn't actually have a duration of when you activate it, so you can maintain a disguise as long as you like, but it still acts like a first level spell, so it comes off easy. For the purpose of dispels and whatnot.
Right. Oh.
Should we copy that into our additional gear spot?
Sorry.
Yes.
Wes just lost power. He says in the chat, at least.
That's wonderful.
Okay. You can listen through your phone, right, Wes? Sorry.
Who knows?
All right.
That dude just doesn't get a break.
No. This is probably one of the worst games to be playing on through a phone.
Mm-hmm.
Because Roll20 sucks.
You're right about that.
Yeah, iron circlet figured out. We have let's see, we have 1,200.
1,200? No, I think the 1200 was the worth of the iron circlet.
No, there's 1210.
Yeah, there was a big pool of gold you guys brought in by the wheelbarrow. It was in a little lockbox.
Yes, so
Okay.
that's 242 apiece.
Nice.
You're assuming it's going to be distributed evenly?
Well,
And on top of that, whatever the gold distribution looks like, you'll have 200 extra gold on top of that.
I added that to my shield already.
Yep. So that's.
And I suppose I'm just gonna add the tapestry money to my actual money. I used to move the tapestry.
All right, and Wes,
And
you don't
I'm-
have to chat via voice. You can type in. How do you want to redistribute all the gold that is Finder's Keeper's yours?
Uh,
And I'm going to have her sell my copy of the
Can y'all hear me
Travels of-
okay?
I
Yep.
can hear you just
hello.
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah. I'm running on battery backups right now because shit lost power. Give me a minute.
No
Wow.
problem. Yeah, I'm gonna have her sell my copy of what is it, The Travels of Titus the Merchant, and I will keep the Astra Mystery until I finish
I
reading.
think that's the astrology book.
Probably. There was the one that was sold was 120, and the one I'm keeping is 75.
Okay. Let's see. Keep track of that in your characters. Well, I'm gonna trust you guys for once.
Yeah. No, I have the items down there like silver symbol of Asmodeus, 25 gold pieces.
Oh,
All right, so I have quite a few things. Give me 1 second here.
Yeah, no doubt. You're not having to access all this through mobile, are you?
No,
Okay, right. Because I know the interface is hell on mobile. So
I've got a very nice battery backup setup here. Give me 1 second though.
all right, well he's doing that. Gotta scroll back down again because I looked up the books.
So,
Corinne,
kind
are
of,
you selling the book that you kept? I think you got that herbalism book.
I thought I just picked up the Holy Scripture of Mitra.
Okay, but then I must be confusing with something else. Yeah, so you have the Holy Scripture of Mitra. You got the Travels of Titus the Mendicant was picked up. Astra Mysteri was picked up. The Floraligium. That's on. Say it is. That was
Verd,
a 250 gold. Yep.
so I can't do rolls via Pathfinder right now via Roll20 because my internet's down.
Right.
So I'm using a digital die roller. I will show you the results. I rolled a 19 out of raw 20 because I don't have any points in appraise. To appraise the medallion that I got from Lash Tongue's lair. Do I have any idea what that is?
I think I gave you a value last time, but let me double check. The medallion was
You gave me
125
a value.
gold.
You gave me a value, but I was just wondering if it was anything special.
It's not super special. It's gold.
All right.
It's something to make themselves look wealthier.
All right. Well, in that case, So here's basically the full list of everything that I want to sell. I've got 1,210 pieces of gold in the chest. 12 bottles of whiskey worth 5 gold each.
Mm-hmm.
Medallion of 125 gold. 45 gold of 45 gold and 40 bleh, gold and silver pieces worth 45 gold, and a Mitra holy book that isn't priced yet.
I think that
Those are
would be 5 gold.
Yeah, I mean, unless you want it.
I think Abner already collected a Mitran Holy Book.
I did.
Yep. So, I guess this would be a separate one. And I think the box itself is worth something if you give the key. Unless you want to keep the box.
I do want to keep the box.
Alright, keeping a strong box.
Yeah, I asked to have the strong box brought to my room. And the whiskey that's 5 gold a piece, is it special or is it the same rot gut shit that everyone else has been drinking?
Let me look that up real quick.
Sure.
I think you said that was better. Abner, did you keep the spell book we found in the Warden's Tower?
I just left it on the table. Whoever wanted to take it could take it.
Oh yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if you took that. I will add that to my collection.
It's rot gut whiskey.
All right. So I hand out so here it's when after the sleep I have I bring a couple slaves out and bring out the lockbox to in front of everyone. I open it up and I start bringing out bottles of whiskey, and I go, this gold here is over 1,200 pieces of gold, and it is for everyone to use. This is a resource that we all can use to better our equipment and our ability in order to more properly serve as Modius.
Yes, and because of the contract, we have to act like we're good guys playing lawful good and deal with each other fairly. Because that's how evil people do.
Well, you don't want to kill each other over this.
What's up with the anti-spam bot?
Yeah, it rolled a d6 apparently.
Oh.
As long as doing so does not clash with first or second loyalties, all treasure wealth. Yeah, equally shared.
Well, also keep in mind everything that we got beforehand was before we signed the contract.
Right.
And which in true Asmodean fashion does not count.
Exactly. But I make sure to say that everything in this chest, with the exception of the chest itself, is to be used for everyone in my that is a part of my band. And I ask that and I start like bringing out like sacks of gold and setting it on the table.
Or in true Asmodean fashion, equal can be considered equal share among those who put in work. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, looks like my power just went but came back on. Give me just a minute.
Yay.
Let's see.
And I also start like throwing down I throw down like the medallion, and I reach into my breast pocket and I throw in an extra like an extra small sack of gold that's got like 40 gold pieces in it and whatnot.
So dividing up the essential. God, I have to bring out a fucking calculator for this, don't I?
I will if you want I will tally up everything monetarily if you give me just a moment that I am providing.
Yes,
and I will be back.
And everything that was not explicitly given a gold value, like the books and whatnot, half their like if you're selling the weapons or armor, treat that as half value. when you're selling that, if you're selling it.
I'm going to keep one full set of guards equipment, just as a trophy.
I would like to sell off my chain shirt,
Hey,
and
there we go.
if I can, I would like to get a set of the Kiko armor.
Okay, we'll see what we can do about that.
All right. Here's what I want.
All right.
Or what Reiner wants. Is any better gear, really? Better armor, better shield, better sword, or
You
anything
can
else?
get masterwork and well, you have a masterwork longsword already, don't you?
Yes.
Did you want something other than sword and board weapons, or
Sword and board?
sword and board meaning sword and shield?
Oh, well, just stick with that. It seems to be working right now. So,
So you
is
can
there
probably
any mechanical?
you can
Is there any
probably
mechanical
trade in your
purpose?
armor for something heavier,
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
but then again, you'd also become slow again.
That's fine. I'm
Uh,
kind of tanking it right now, so. I mean, worst case scenario, I just use all my turn to just move around to get into position for next turn. That's not so bad.
I'd recommend you
And
guys look on Roll20 for gear, like or sorry,
Ooh.
D20 PFSRD, because that's an
Mhm.
extended gear list.
All right,
Yes,
nice.
Let's see, chain shirt.
Oh shit. um,
Okay, so with your chain shirt, you can trade that in plus the 200 gold value of equipment that the slaves would provide to you. So yeah, you can get a Kiko armor plus whatever you want to buy with gold redistributed to the party.
um, tower shield looks pretty nice. That's another 4 to my AC. That to AC.
With tower shields, they're unwieldy. I
True.
think it's a -2 to attacks when you try attack with the tower shield, and you can undo that with the. No, it's a class feature, not a feat.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can always tower shield, but
Yeah.
let's see what armor you could get.
You can also grant if the tower shield can also grant cover instead until the beginning of your next turn.
Yeah, that's mostly good for range attacks of most types.
Okay.
All right, who wants noble clothes?
We got tons of those.
I'll
Yeah.
take one set.
I will
negative
take
2.
I'll take a set of noble clothes also.
All right, I have 6 pair total. Well, they're the robes that that what's his name had. So
Oh, those probably wouldn't fit me. So never mind.
real quick, Vert, these clothes that we were given, are they nicer or less nice than the noble robes?
They're clothes a noble could wear, but they're not. What's the word for it? They're not adorned with jewelry like the blue robes from Matthias Richter were. Like they don't have signet rings accompanying, or what the heck is that neck piece called that is on like 14th century attire?
A gorget or gorget? Gorget, whatever.
That's a bit. I use gorget for armor, but is it the same term? Because it's like that.
Yes, linen or metal worn about the neck.
Okay.
That's how you pronounce it.
Okay, so it's gorget.
No,
So,
it. I,
It's
I, I
from the
thought it would
French
be.
gorge, so it'd be gorget.
I
Yeah,
thought
I
it was
just.
Gorget.
No, I just remember using gorget almost exclusively for like armor. But we learn everything here, don't we?
Yes.
It could be a band of. It started as a band of linen, but it could also be armor.
Could be armor, could be those golden chain links that are around the same area.
Yep.
Yeah, but long story short, those robes would have accompanying accessories like that. One set for each, which is why the noble clothes are so expensive. Not just because they're made from nice fabrics.
Fair enough. Let's see. I'm going to with some of with some of what I have here. I'm going to have. You said the what's her face was going into town.
Yes, Theodora.
Theodora. Yeah. So I'm going to have her pick me up a golden symbol of Charon because Asmodeus is in silver, and I'm a dick.
Right.
So I'm gonna have a second holy symbol.
The contract
And
says your first loyalty is Asmodeus.
that's fine. That's what it says. I do not mind.
Alrighty.
And
Let me make a handout so I can keep track of this. So how did we want to? We were just redistributing the gold values evenly. Is this
I
before or
believe
after
so.
after selling the miscellaneous stuff?
well, hold on.
Uh,
Now I have a scroll. I have 4 scrolls here. Now this scroll of hideous laughter, is that Tasha's hideous laughter? Just making sure I know what I'm looking at.
Hideous laughter. It is actually. I think that's also in the compendium.
All right. Well, unless anyone wants it, I'll go ahead and sell the scroll of hideous laughter, and I'll keep the other 3. Also, this sack of spell components. Does
That
anyone
is
want
almost
these?
useless since.
yeah, that is spheres of power. That's useless.
All right, so that's another gold piece added to the pile.
I have a question. The spell book from the warden. How many spells did that contain, and how much can we get for it?
Specifically, the spellbook for the warden would be. Have to scroll around for it. All right. The spellbook for the warden is 350 gold pieces in value.
All right, let's go add that to the general pot then.
Because right now I'm at 1,316 gold pieces.
Is that including the base value?
Yes.
Okay. So add the book for 350.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna go.
Oh, when you say the base value, I'm just counting the stuff that was in my quote unquote inventory, meaning the inventory of the wheelbarrow and whatnot.
The strong box.
Yeah. Well, everything that was in the wheelbarrow that I put in.
Yes,
So
I'm
you
meaning
said-
like the whiskey, the 1210 gold.
Yep.
Yeah.
They
So
were
add 350
they
to the
were-
number.
they
Add
were 5 gold each. You want me to double that?
no.
Okay. Add the 200.
Mm-hmm.
That brings us up to 1,866 gold pieces.
Then add the Florelgium, the 250 gold book.
All right.
And I think Titus the Mendicant was also up to be sold. That'd be 120 gold.
Yep.
All right.
Then there's was it 6 total noble outfits? Did I say?
I want to keep one.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I'm keeping one.
all right.
So that's
4 noble outfits. What's the cost of noble outfits? All right, noble outfits is 75 gold each. So 32.5 gold per times 4.
It'd be
130.
132 gold pieces,
Yeah.
rounding up.
Well, you don't need to round up. It's 0.5.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You already
Okay.
did the 200 gold for the selling of hideous laughter.
No.
Okay, then 200 gold onto that pile.
All right.
Let's see. You guys had a bunch of extra equipment. Or is there anything else anyone wants to throw into the pot?
Well, will I have enough time to read the Astra Mystery?
You have 3 days to do this, but you're asked on the first day, so no.
I might as well. Throw an extra 75 in there.
Ooh.
All right.
Huh?
Can I get? I'm thinking maybe I should get a great sword instead of having
You have a great
just a
sword.
long sword.
Oh no, no.
I have
no,
a long sword.
Drago has an extra great sword.
Yeah,
yes,
you
but
could.
but you can't use a shield with the great sword. Is that right?
Yeah, but yes, but I am thinking
okay.
I could upgrade to a heavy armor of some sort with
First,
I don't know.
First, explicitly, what we're doing is seeing how much gold everyone has, and then
All
we're
right.
gonna figure out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's absolutely fine. I have another. What did I
Oh,
from
also,
the selling of the tapestries? There's another 150.
Okay, thank you.
150. All right. Are we going to need? Oh, never mind. The silver mitra symbol.
Is Abner keeping that, or is that one?
Yeah, I'm
different
keeping
one?
that.
Okay. All right. All right. So, I think because definitely want to keep the lengths of rope. Keep the lanterns.
How much rope do we have?
20,
We have
50-foot lengths.
Yeah, 20, 50-foot lengths.
And is that just standard rope?
That's standard hemp rope.
Yeah. Yep, 6 pairs of guard uniforms. I have my sergeant uniform as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's it. Now that being said, Ragnar, you had that really nice sword that I gave you. Are you
Oh,
going to
yeah,
be
the-
keeping that?
Mastercraft one?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he was
No.
just gonna add a. Oh, what?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna keep it. You take it.
All right. I will keep it as my personal weapon.
Excuse me?
Well, no. If you don't want it, I could use
Oh.
a secondary weapon.
You have
So
a rapier
I'm
and a
going
whip
to use it if you're not going to use
and a
it.
dagger.
True.
Wait, you have a rapier, a whip, a dagger, and now you're going with a longsword.
I am not going to keep the rapier because I now have a masterwork longsword. Do you see how this works?
You can't use dex attack and damage with that though.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
because it's not a finesse weapon.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that.
You should be. Anyway.
I mean,
Not-
you could see if you could be traded in for a masterwork rapier.
I'm not worried. Okay, so what exactly will be available at this if we when we go to sell things? What exactly will be available? Like, could I get a masterwork rapier instead?
Yes, you could.
Okay, so
Uh,
in that case, I
as
will
long
go
as it
ahead
w-
and trade in.
as
What?
long as it's within budget, you can probably purchase it.
Okay, hang on, give me 1 second. I'll look it up.
Uh, with exception to like non non-regional weapons and armor, no katanas.
I'm not that.
But I
educated.
am allowing the Kiko mail for what was that, Drago?
Yeah.
All right. So what was the final? Well, what is the?
Without the masterwork longsword, we're at 2,791.
Okay.
I'm currently looking up masterwork weapons.
Masterwork weapons add 100 gold to the price of whatever the base weapon is.
What effect does it have? Master crafting.
+1 attack.
Alright, but for armors?
Master crafted armor has a different pricing. I can't remember what it is specifically. But it removes armor check penalty and raises max dex by 1.
Okay.
I was looking in on the D20 site about the weapon modifications, and it was saying that to get like a modified weapon, then it increases 1 step. So like a martial weapon becomes an exotic weapon, and you need a special feat to use that. Is that something you're holding us to?
Masterwork isn't the modification that'd be speaking of.
Oh, okay.
I think modification would be something like adding a trait onto a weapon.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, weapon feature.
All right, so yeah, I will go ahead and add my regular rapier.
Correction. Masterwork weapon is 300 gold to the cost of normal weapon.
Oh.
All right. Either way, I would the one thing that I really would like would be a masterwork rapier in all of this. I really don't need much else. Maybe some better light armor or something, but a masterwork rapier would be the only thing I need. So how much do we get for the masterwork longsword?
Let's see. The price is 315, but it's half of that because it's not a commodity item. So 157.5.
So 158 rounding up.
7.5 because you get 5 pieces of silver.
Okay.
I'm not letting you get away with that.
Oh, God forbid. we get Jude a little bit for 0.5 gold. I'll tell you what, I will add 5 silver from my personal stash to round it up.
Fair
Look at
enough.
you being generous.
Look at me not wanting to deal with fractions. Percentages, excuse me.
All right. So any last minute additions?
I would go ahead, Griff.
I was just. I mean, is this going in as a full party? Because if that is, I would like to. Let's say what do we have here?
This is loot that will be sold and removed from the pool of general loot in the group, and the gold value will be divided amongst you guys.
Do you know what a blackjack is, Ferd?
Yes, that would be something like a club,
Yeah. So basically,
a sap.
if you want, I can. I could trade in these 2 old leather clubs that were given to us for a blackjack.
Which is something mechanically similar.
Yeah. Well, a blackjack would be lighter, and I can literally keep on my belt loop and fold it over,
And
and
yes,
no
you
one
could.
even notices it's a weapon. That's the advantage of a blackjack. And a blackjack is literally just a leather sack with a weight on either end.
And yes, you could.
All right.
So are we at the point of getting new equipment now, or just are we
Okay,
still
so let's.
going through the list to trade in?
Yeah, I was just double checking to make sure that we had all the traded in stuff. Like everything that's being traded in is being crossed off your character sheets and stuff like that. And now let's divide up the gold then. So
Are you using my character sheet?
no, I'm not. I'm just using a handout real quick to measure.
Good. My character sheet just disappeared.
Did
There
it?
it goes.
I think we also had, what was it, 9 lanterns?
Yeah, but that's
He's
that
using
can be
those.
stored. That can be stored. Yeah. I guess I can also turn in my studded leather armor in the hopes of getting something a little better.
All right, studded leather. That would be. Trying to remember the price of these things. Not working out. 25 gold. So add
So does anyone else want to put in
12.5.
anything else?
No. Think I have anything else?
Okay, then that brings the total amount up to 2,974 gold pieces.
61.5. Use half value for that. Because it's not a commodity.
Provide neither gold nor silver, nor brass in your purses, nor scrip for your journey, neither 2 coats, neither shoes, nor ye let staves, for the workman is worthy of his meat.
All right. What was the original
Nice.
value that you gave me?
2961.5. Because you add half the value of your studded leather.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. All right. Anyway,
Alright, so now dividing it up. Let's see. I decided to do this mentally, and it's funky numbers. All right. Everyone, you get 493 gold and 58 silver plus some copper. I'm not going to keep track of. Sorry, make that 693 gold and 58 silver.
693 and
58 silver.
58 silver. Okay.
All right, and that being your individual budget, now you can make your purchases.
All right. So, all right. Let me see here.
And you said it was 300 gold to upgrade a weapon to a mastercraft?
A masterwork, yes.
300?
Yep, 300.
All
So
right.
if you're getting a masterwork greatsword, for example, let's see.
That's 350.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it would.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'm going to can I convert some of my my gold into platinum?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I'm going to do that because otherwise it's too heavy for me to carry.
Oh, sorry, I made an incorrect calculation. In my mind, I'm playing EverQuest, where I think it was EverQuest that EverQuest's value of 10 pieces goes up.
Yeah, that's the same here. It's 10 to 1.
Yeah, 10 to 1. So I have no clue why I keep confusing 100 pieces per. Yeah, so you can convert about 69 of that gold to platinum if you want, or if you have purchases you can make, you can do that.
Wait.
So
Are we gonna wrap it
our-
up after doing inventory management?
Sure, we can do that because we
All
spent
right,
a
so I
lot.
got something to do.
Yeah.
So the 58 silver coins.
5 silver coins, 8 copper.
Okay.
My belated apologies.
5 silver, 8 copper. Okay. So I was thinking of getting the half plate, but that shit was expensive, and I would not be able to get both the monster worked great sword and the half plate at the same time.
So you gotta pretty much use your chainmail for now.
Yeah, probably. Hmm. What I could get is banded mail, I think.
So are you gonna get a masterwork greatsword or just a regular one?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get the because I'm selling the chainmail as well. Yeah, as might as well if I'm not gonna use it. So.
All right. I'm just gonna make this simple and do that for your personal fool.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
You greedy little communist, you. That is
Shame.
150 gold, so
Mhm.
divided by 2, add 75 gold to your budget.
Okay.
Mhm.
Then is going to be minus 350.
All right. Anyone want to make questions about their purchases while they're doing them?
Nope. If you want, we can. Because there are a couple things that I want to get. We don't have to like wait for everyone else. I can wait till everyone else is done.
Yeah, I mean, this is equivocally right now, as long as it's basic stuff. I'm assuming this is just the rest of the session is just shopping.
Yeah, it's just shopping. So, and this is pretty much all stuff we can do off screen for hello listeners. Yeah, so all the role plays essentially done. I'm gonna be closing the stream for the evening. We're gonna be shopping here for the next few minutes. If there's anyone that's actually watching this on YouTube right now, and you can go over to what is that? What's that link there for that Discord channel, Wes?
Discord.oozaloo.net.
I don't think I heard that properly. Can you say that one more time? All right,
Discord.oozaloo.net.
That's discord.oozaloo.net.
Sorry.
You do this all the time for Oozloo, so I have to.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm reading something. I apologize.
No problem. I'm abusing you as always. All right, so thank you guys for watching, listening. This has been Cabal's unofficial Way of the Wicked campaign. We are here Saturdays at 4 p.m. EST. We do not abide by daylight savings time, so figure out that calculation on your own. What's missing in this order? Oh yes. Everyone say goodbye in turn. Crom.
Goodbye.
Corinne.
All right.
Thank you, Corinne. Tim.
Good night. And remember, this is not in any way endorsed by the Cabal.
Because it's unofficial.
All statements made on the Way of the Wicked roleplay are officially endorsed by the German government.
Of course they are. It's always the Germans. Wes.
What?
Wes, you want to say goodbyes?
No.
No? Okay. Right. Praise Jeb. Drago.
We'll be back.
Alrighty. Thank you for